to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
And we welcome you back to Versailles High School. 21-12, the Bolivar Liberators lead over the Versailles Tigers. And if you're watching on MoSportsZone.com or the YouTube channel or the app, hello. We finally unmuted our broadcast. Ryan Retone, JT Girl, right?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So we're with you tonight. Typically working over at KS95, but tonight coming at you on YourCountry 99. So
got a late start. The first game went a little fast, and so we're into the second quarter here for the game, and the Bolivar Liberators lead 21-12.
Yes, it is the Mid-Missouri Bank broadcast tonight. So thank you to our sponsor. A steal here for Bolivar. It's Gardner Casey. Race to the basket, and the shot's good. Almost a chase down block for Murdoch there.
That's 7 points for Gardner Casey.
It's now a 23-12 lead, tied for the largest of the night for Bolivar. It sits at 11 here in the second quarter. We're 30 seconds off the clock for Versailles' first possession. Reese Murdoch trying to split a double team, and they'll whistle a foul on Bolivar. They're no one in foul trouble for them. I think that's just their third foul of the game.
Yeah, Colton Ingold and Gardner Casey doing the double team there on Murdoch as he tried to spin to the basket and did not make it.
That's a good bet if you're trying to double team anyone on this Versailles Tigers. Reese Murdoch, their main scorer, and one of the lone senior leaders on this team. Murdoch, top of the key. Dribbles right side, handoff now to Peck. Peck holding top of the key, kicks it out to Schofield. Almost a full minute has run off the clock in the second quarter. Near steal there for Bolivar, but they'll go ahead and whistle another foul. They've kind of just been content dropping back in the zone and guarding a little bit.
Connor Adams able to tap that ball out of bounds, tap it away from the Tigers, but the Tigers will get possession back.
Yeah, I think they whistled a foul on.
Oh, did they?
Is that Canyon Adams?
Yes, yes, I think so.
7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 23-12, the lead for Versailles, and another foul whistled to Bolivar. Just trying to get some steals, get out in transition. Officiating crew having another thought on that. So already 3 fouls here. We're not even a minute in. Ooh.
That is the second foul on Adams.
Need to go ahead and go in here on our scoreboard and change the quarter. It still says first quarter.
We have a substitution in the game. Number 22, Wyatt Campbell in the game for Bolivar.
Another near steal there. Tyler Morrison corrals the pass, though, at the free throw line. Handoff Albrecht going downhill. Now picks up his dribble. Gives it off to Murdoch. Murdoch, step back three. No good off the front rim. Rebound, and that was the same team fighting for it. It'll go out of bounds off of Bolivar.
Yeah, 2 Tigers went up for the rebound, and then 2 Bolivar players went up at the same time. They got position over Versailles and tapped it out of bounds. I think Colton Ingold was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, and it's now been almost a 40-second possession here for Versailles, and we've only seen them get one shot off. A lot of fouls here. They inbound it high up top to Morrison. Morrison all the way to the basket. He's rejected. That was Wyatt Campbell on the block.
He is just into the game, Wyatt Campbell for Bolivar. I think that may be the problem for the Tigers right now. If you look at this game, they're not having anyone look to the basket too much. And then the one shot they do take is heavily contested. There's a shot from number 3 for the Tigers, and that is Braden Albrecht.
No good on the three-pointer. Now they'll go back on the other end with Bolivar. It's Colton Ingold with the basketball, fired into the corner to his, I'm guessing, brother, Brody Ingold. Now up top, they fire it into the paint. Wyatt Campbell. Campbell tried to fire a pass. It's taken away. There goes Reese Murdoch on the other end. Now almost stolen by Bolivar, fighting on the floor. Throw it away. No, it's going to go to Tyler Morrison. Morrison will run to the basket. Left-handed layup won't go. Rebound to the Liberators. Defender on the floor here. It's Ingold. Fires it inside. Skip pass up top. Three-pointer on the way. Rims in and out. Now rebound back to the Liberators. Second chance opportunity. Shot won't go off the glass. Rebound to Morrison.
All right, let's slow it down here a little bit on both sides of the floor and see if one team can score a basket.
Yeah, no joke.
All right, Schofield in with the Tigers, and he drives to the lane.
Shot won't go. Rebound, second chance opportunity. Sorry, I was fixing the camera there. Looks like Braden Albrecht is going to go to the line, because that's the fourth Bolivar Liberator foul here in the second quarter.
And that foul is called on number 22, Wyatt Campbell. That'll be his first.
Yeah, a lot of fouls here. You're going to now see Versailles, who is trailing by 11 at the free throw line right now with Braden Albrecht, but they'll be shooting the bonus the remainder of this second quarter. That's 5 minutes and 42 seconds of free throws.
Albrecht picks up the free throw. He's got 6 points now in the game. Chance for 7.
Albrecht and Murdoch, as the second free throw is good. The two main scorers for this Versailles team. You shut them down, you win the basketball game. Bolivar now on the other end. It's Casey with it. Firing around the arc. Thought about a three with Ingold. Up top, it's Gardner Casey. He will take a three. And you know what? It may be 7:06, but the bank is open in Versailles.
He banked that one in for sure. 10 points now for Gardner Casey.
The lead is ballooned to 12. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. That one's tipped out of bounds. Versailles remains possession. It's Reese Murdoch in the backcourt. They'll extend far out on him. Everyone else kind of saying, hey, go ahead and shoot it. Now a steal here. 2-on-1 fast break. Kicks it off. Oh, big-time block from Braden Albrecht.
Bolivar had a 2-on-1 there, and Albrecht was able to come down and block it as Gardner Casey went up to shoot.
Now we'll see Rowan Allen check into the game for Versailles. Albrecht is extremely athletic, right? And he jumped from nearly the volleyball line down there on the court to block that one. Inbound it quick. Now up top, they were looking for a three with Brady Ingold. Instead, he'll fire it to Colton Ingold, who drills the corner three.
That's 8 points now for Colton Ingold.
29-14, the largest lead of the night for the Liberators here with 4:50 to play in the second quarter. Versailles on the other end, it's Rowan Allen. Allen fires up top to Albrecht. Albrecht right wing, high post now to Bertelli. Bertelli hand right back off to Albrecht. Back to Bertelli.
Bolivar not giving Versailles any open shots.
Murdoch fires for three, no good. Second chance opportunity. Rowan Allen now, he'll hit a three.
Rowan Allen in off the bench for the Tigers, and he drains the three.
And what do we have here?
A foul?
That's going to be a... I'm not sure what they called.
Looked like they called a technical on Versailles on Braden Albrecht.
But I think there was also a timeout called.
I don't know.
Did you see what they called? They called okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So they threw the X up in the air. That's an intentional foul. And you don't see that very often. I don't know what happened, honestly.
Yeah, it was after a Versailles made shot, too, right. So I'm not sure what happened there under the basket.
Well, and I think that they were calling a timeout anyways. Yeah. Both teams went to their bench. So we're going to see free throws here. They'll send Brody Ingold to the line, I believe. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. The Versailles coach, Wyatt Espinosa, out trying to get an explanation from the referees as Bolivar is in their huddle waiting for Brody Ingold to shoot some free throws.
So you're going to need Versailles to get behind the half-court line to take these technical foul shots. It was confusion because they were trying to whistle a timeout, and Coach Wyatt Espinosa of Versailles, this is his first season, not flustered over there with that call. It definitely could have been because I think everyone in the gym was a little confused.
Yeah.
So first free throw is good. We'll see some substitutions here for Versailles. A line change. TJ Schofield, Jacob Vansel, and I didn't get the last one. I think that might be Ben Peck.
Ben Peck back
check into the game for the Tigers. Second free throw good as well. So 2 points right there. If you're Versailles, it's got to be frustrating. Had a kind of a momentum swing with a big-time three. Now you're right back where you were.
Brody Ingold now with 6 points for Bolivar and scored the 2 free throws, and now Bolivar gets the ball back. Yeah, this is kind of breaking for Versailles. They scored a basket, and then now immediately it's turned into a 2-possession for Bolivar.
Yeah, so Bolivar got the 2 points, and now they'll get a possession here. There's 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in our second quarter. It's the Mid-Missouri Bank broadcast. Thanks for joining us on Your Country 99 Sports. It's Connor Neal with it. Fires it alongside to Cade Ramey. Ramey navigating traffic, kicks it up top to Ingold. Want to go into the paint? They do with Wyatt Campbell. Baseline pass, almost taken away by Versailles. Still controlled. Another baseline pass, ball being tipped around, saved by Bolivar. Now it's taken over by Versailles. We're going to have a tie-up here on the floor. Great hustle by both teams.
Looks like that possession arrow is going to point to Bolivar. So Bolivar will get a chance for another possession.
Yeah.
That was there's been a little bit of sloppy play, but I think it is just the tenacious defense of Bolivar that's causing this turnovers.
I agree. Both teams kind of picking up full court press. Corner three-pointer on the way. No good. Second chance, though. That is Colton Ingold right there to follow up Brody Ingold's three-point miss.
He's able to put that in for 10 points now for Colton Ingold.
The lead at 16. It's 33-17. Versailles trying to answer on the other end. Reese Murdoch falling through the lane. Kicks out to Rowan Allen. Can't convert on a second three. Ball thrown underneath his own basket. Saved to Versailles. Now Bolivar with a steal. They'll run out in transition. Long pass to Con O'Neill. Touch pass. Layup won't go. Nice play there. Just couldn't get the finish. Now Versailles on the other end. And we'll see a foul, which will send the Tigers to the free throw line.
It looked like on that last possession, Bolivar could have pulled up, slowed down, set the offense, but instead they went for the fast break and just a little too hard on the shot.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily what Bolivar wants to do in this game. It seems like they want to run out in transition, run in tempo. Bolivar is the larger school in this, and they all do seem more athletic to start. Also got a little bit of a deeper bench than Versailles, so I think your thought process is get out and run.
Right.
Eventually, you outlast them.
And it has caused quite a few turnovers and scrambles on both ends of the floor.
It's been a chaotic game, which is fitting for the way that we started.
Exactly.
If only everyone knew that was listening. We might sound calm, but we were not. Neither of the play on the floor right now. A little chaos. First free throw, no good from Rowan Allen.
Short on that one. 33-17, 3:18 to go in the half.
And Versailles is in the bonus. Again, high school making that change to 5 fouls each quarter. Puts you in the bonus. Second free throw, no good either, and rebound to Bolivar. But 5 fouls will put you in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter, rather than the 7 fouls for the half that it used to be.
Gardner Casey had the rebound and brought it up the floor for Bolivar.
And we're going to see an over and back call right there, a backcourt violation. Turnover for Bolivar. Ball goes back to Versailles.
Looked like Rowan Allen was able to get a hand on it, caused Bolivar to turn it over.
Yeah, Bolivar has 33 points in this second quarter, but Versailles has played really good defense and forced a lot of turnovers.
They've just not been able to capitalize on those for the Tigers. For Bolivar, you don't really worry about that as they continue to work it up and down the floor.
Liberators sitting back in this zone defense here. It's Tyler Morrison on the right wing. You don't see Morrison with the ball around the three-point line too often.
Not many times.
He hands it off to Ben Peck. Peck now goes to Albrecht. Fire into the corner to Murdoch. Liberators doing a good job of holding Murdoch. Just 5 points for the Tigers' leading scorer. He kicks it off to Morrison for 3. Just misses long. And that, from our perspective, kind of looked like it went in.
Yeah, it did. It looked like it was on track, but just off to the left.
Going to the post to Wyatt Campbell. Now we'll have a foul whistled from the backside official.
The official all the way on the other side of the floor has called a foul on number 24 for Versailles. I believe he called that on Tyler Morrison. And that's Morrison's first.
And I don't think either team has anyone with more than 3 fouls. Granted, we haven't been able to keep track of them, but judging off the scoreboard, no one in the game right now has 3 fouls. Only one person with 2, in fact. That's Braden Albrecht. 2:28 to go in the second quarter. 33-17 lead for the Liberators. They fire into the corner. Three-pointer just missed long. It was online. And now a foul. That's one thing you're not going to want as a coach. Foul, 90 feet from the basket will now send to the Tigers to the free throw line.
Yeah, Brody Ingold was going for the ball, and he was up against Brandon Albrecht and was able to foul him. So.
It looks like Wyatt Campbell is tagged with that one.
Oh, okay.
And we're listening to Colton. He's looking at you. I think that calling for KS95 right next to us, I think he's talking about your analysis in this game. First free throw is good for Braden Albrecht. The lead down to 15. That's Albrecht's 8th point of this game. He's actually the leading scorer for the Tigers so far. Rocking some pretty cool pink shoes.
He does. Those are nice.
Second free throw is good as well.
Hot hand for the Tigers right now is 9 points.
Liberators on the other end. It is Gardner Casey. Fire into the corner. Now cross-court skip pass to Ingold. Touch pass to Giglow. Fire into the paint. Bolivar working around this zone. They get a 3-point shot here from the wing. Just missed. No good on the shot was Giglio. And rebound to the Tigers. Running on transition. They find Morrison. And they'll wave this off. Call a travel there.
Morrison had too much momentum going to the basket, was not able to keep his feet in check as he went up with that shot.
Not going to lie, Liberators kind of lost him in transition defense. I'm not so sure that he took too many steps, but Liberators catch a break here. Still leading by 13. That's not right. Yeah, it is right. 14. Excuse me. Math is not mathing tonight. A minute 46 to go in the second quarter. Bolivar's offensive possession. Long skip pass. Gardner Casey. It touches every part of the rim and goes in.
It is rattles around there, and Gardner Casey now with 13 points for Bolivar. We knew Gardner Casey was going to be a hot scorer for them.
Now on the other end, a steal. Colton Ingold fires to Giglio. No good. Second chance is good for Lucas Pock, and it is now a 17-point lead for the Liberators. Excuse me, 19-point lead. Wow.
I don't know who needs the halftime break more, us or the Versailles Tigers.
I do.
Us or the Versailles Tigers.
Well, if you've never been to Versailles' gym, when I look to my right, I have my fellow broadcast team from KS95. When I look to my left, there's a big pole right in front of the score.
Right. Well, and the clock on this side has got a basket in front of it.
So it's kind of a challenge. We have a foul whistled, and the first free throw is good from Versailles. That is Braden Albrick at the line. He's gotten a good bulk of points done at the line tonight.
That puts him in double figures, 10, and missed that one, so 10 points.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Bolivar, and they'll whistle a foul.
That's on Bertelli for Versailles.
I'm looking at this name, Lucas Pock. He just scored, or Poke. I don't remember how you say it, but if that is the relation of the other good Poke that came through Bolivar, then they're in good hands with him on the floor. So they've got, I can't remember his name, but he's at UNI right now playing basketball. Talented kid. Bolivar's offensive possession. They find a three at the top of the key, off the front rim, and rebound to Murdoch. Murdoch wanting to run fast here. 3-on-2 fast break. Just chucks up a shot. Doesn't matter. He was fouled on the floor regardless, but he'll go to the line for two. So another free throw for Versailles.
Bolivar has scouted Versailles very well. They have not given Reese Murdoch, the senior leader of Versailles Tigers, any room to work.
No, he has no room to breathe. Now, in the same breath with that, that'll send the Tigers to the free throw line quite a bit as he converts on the first free throw. Bolivar has fouled a good amount here in the second quarter, but hasn't really hurt them as they forced more turnovers than they have fouls.
Yeah, that's Reese Murdoch's 6th point. That is his first trip to the free throw line.
See a substitution here. TJ Schofield checks into the game. And he'll give Braden Albrecht a rest for the Tigers. Probably a much-deserved rest there for Albrecht.
Yeah, Albrecht had 10 points. He was the leading scorer for the Tigers. He is off the floor right now. And
we got the officiating crew talking about something at the scorer's table right now. I don't know. I didn't notice a change, so I don't know what they did.
I don't either.
It's Kyle Polk. That's his name.
Kyle Polk.
Yeah, he's second free throw is good from Albrecht. He's
for Murdoch.
Yeah, for Murdoch.
He's got 7 points now.
Polk was a Bolivar grad. I'm sure everyone listening knows that. Was a stud. Now is getting some pretty good playing time at Northern Iowa. Fires it inside. Find himself all alone, and the shot is good from Colton Ingold. Kind of a lapse in the defense there for Versailles. Leads to 2 points for the Liberators.
Versailles rushes down the floor.
Corner three-pointer misses well long. But I think we're going to have another Bolivar foul here.
That foul may be on Giglo. Looks like it. And I think that's going to send Bertelli to the line for the Versailles Tigers.
Seems like every single possession, you've got Versailles shooting free throws, and then on the other end, a layup or a three-pointer out of Bolivar. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're still expanding on your lead here. It's 40-22 with 21.4 seconds to go in the second quarter. And that first free throw misses everything short.
You'll take that trade-off, I guess, here for a while as long as you're leading, until somebody gets into foul trouble, and then you're going to want to slow that down.
That could be the only problem, but we have seen quite a few Bolivar Liberators check into this game. I believe they've ran a 10-man bench so far. Second free throw is good from Versailles, so the lead's down to 18 maybe, 40-22 here, 15 seconds to go. Bolivar with the basketball in the front court, swinging around the defense, and it goes out of bounds with 11.9 seconds to go in the second quarter. See, I knew I was right. They were just slow on the finger.
I was going to say, at halftime, somebody needs to go down and talk to the scores table. They need to be as fast as we are.
Seriously. 10 seconds to go here. Final shot, most likely, of the first half. It's Brody Ingold with it. He gets the screen. Pull-up three. Just missed. Second chance. It will go to Versailles. Long shot. Three-quarters court. Won't go. So at the end of the first half, the Mid-Missouri Bank first half, it's 40-23. The Bolivar Liberators lead over the Versailles Tigers. You're listening to Your Country 99.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service, so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
All clothing is arriving at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon. Have a great selection of outwear by Bernie Apparel and Carhartt. Wood pellets, by the bag, the ton, or pallets. Now's the time to improve your fencing. Barbed wire, T-posts, pipe gates, panel gates at CNC's everyday low prices. Have any questions for the Farm and Home? Well, the answer man at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has the answers for you.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply in Bolivar and Lebanon. If you have questions, we have the answers.
And we're back at Versailles High School. It's the Bolivar Liberators leading over the Versailles Tigers 40-23 at halftime. You're listening to this broadcast. Thank you to Mid-Missouri Bank. They're our sponsor tonight on the game, and you're listening on Your Country 99 Sports. Ryan Rito and JT Gert hanging out with you. JT, what'd you see in that first half?
Well, obviously, Bolivar is going to go to the hole. They're going to score some baskets, and they want to keep the pace going. And their defense has really frustrated the Versailles Tigers. The Versailles Tigers lead scorer, Reese Murdoch, only with 7 points, and that has been 2 of those from the line. They have really kept check on him. And Gardner Casey for the Bolivar Liberators in double figures already. Colton Ingold with 12 points as well. So Bolivar's got a game plan. I think it's shut down Reese Murdoch for the Tigers, the senior, and keep the pace moving. They have really frustrated Versailles' offense.
Yeah, no doubt. And I apologize if you're watching this game on MoSportsZone or YouTube. You just saw my face on the broadcast. I'm really sorry. There's a reason why I work in radio, and it's not for my stunning television camera looks. And we're also working on getting the camera up for this one. In case you were wondering what the setup we're rocking with right now is actually, we've got one camera to do 2 streams, and we've got the Versailles stream right next to us on KS95 Sports, and then our stream on Your Country 99 Sports using one camera and somehow 2 HDMI cords. I don't know. I don't understand the technology of it, but I know that it was working for until we actually went on the air. So there's a lot of things about tonight we don't understand. In case you joined us late, we got here late actually. We were actually on time, but the games went early. They had canceled a freshman game. When we got here, they were in the third quarter of the JV game, and it was in continuous clock, so things went pretty fast. We joined our broadcast in progress with the game in progress, and now we're just kind of getting caught up here for our USB
broadcast.
Video. There we go. Would you look at that? We'll see how long it lasts.
All right.
But I think we've got the camera back up. My buddy Colton next to me is tapping me on my shoulder saying good job. But 40-23 your score. Bolivar on top. We're getting a performance from the cheerleaders here. I think we've got an extended halftime at Versailles.
They were a little slow to roll the clock there for us.
Yeah. When we needed them to be slow earlier, they were fast, and now they're going to go ahead and be slow. JT,
looks like they're introducing some youth sports here in Versailles. Is what it looks like.
Yeah. What's the hot topic today? What are we going to talk about during this halftime show?
Well, I don't know. I was going to talk a little bit about you, since we're doing a Bolivar game. You're from down in the Nixa area, so you're familiar with some of these teams down in that area.
Yeah. I am a Nixa High School graduate. So we've actually probably ran into each other, Bolivar people, at some point or another, called some games at Nixa. Never, I don't think, called a Bolivar game directly. but was pretty familiar with that team in 2022. That was they went to the state quarterfinals. Got to watch them play a fantastic game right before Nixa played in a state quarterfinal game. They played Springfield Catholic, I think it was, at SBU. They've had some really good basketball teams come through Bolivar. I know that they just changed conferences from the Ozark Conference in Springfield. They're now in the, oh, this is terrible, I should know it. Probably should have, I think it's the Mountain something conference. It's a brand new one, first year. Looks like they're having some success. I mean, 2-2 record this season. But yeah, I love Southwest Missouri basketball, and Bolivar is kind of playing exactly the way I would expect. High-level defense, really fundamental game. You might not see that some other areas. I think it's kind of similar to what you see here in Central Missouri as well. Yeah. Like high-level defense. You're not going to see a lot of one-on-one going to the rack. So, yeah, I love it.
And a lot of some of these Versailles players, I'm sure, have already crossed paths with Gardner Casey. He played early ball at Eldon. Oh, really? And played for Eldon and then relocated to Bolivar. So I would assume some of these players have probably already ran across Gardner Casey before. So they're familiar with his play, and he is the leading scorer right now in the game with 13 points. And so it just looks like the physical play. Bolivar's size of their team is just a little bit larger. They're a little more physical. And Versailles has turned over a lot of seniors last year and lost some of their key players. And so they're still kind of in a rebuilding stage. As we said early, and it might not have been part of the broadcast, the Versailles Tigers are led by a senior, Reese Murdoch, and a lot of new players stepping in to start trying to score. And Versailles is still looking for those folks to lead them on the court.
Yeah, and speaking of first-year guys, it's the first year for Versailles' head coach as well. Wyatt Espinoza in his first season, and has the Tigers playing pretty well. Got his first win in the Tipton tournament, or what was that, 2 weeks ago? Maybe, I don't know. They all run together at this point, but got his first win in that, and they're trying to get back to 500 tonight. Had a win last night over Colcamp. I think they won by nearly 40 points in that game.
And Wyatt, a Versailles grad, and I think he scored over 1,000 points in his basketball career. He was a coach at Stover as an assistant coach for a while, and then moved over here to Versailles to take on as a head coaching job.
So just about 4 minutes left here in the halftime. We'll go ahead and take our last break. By the way, this is the Warwick Electric halftime show. Sorry, we can't get the graphic up on the screen because for some reason the camera goes off whenever I put it up. I don't know, and I'm not asking questions anymore. I'm just glad we have a camera, glad we have a scoreboard, and glad you guys are with us on Your Country 99 Sports. Back after the break.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Line Bank is refreshing the way traditional banking is done and reimagining banking to be more technology forward while maintaining a customer-focused approach that is unmatched in the banking industry, making Line Bank your true hometown bank with 4 branches in Bolivar, Galmy, and Pittsburgh, and free regional ATMs. Line Bank brings financial services right to your community. Count on them for checking, savings, retirement accounts, and mobile banking you can access 24/7. Line Bank, banking refreshed. Member FDIC.
You'll find everything you need to turn the great outdoors into your own personal playground at Hobby Time. From ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles to Falcon bass boats, Avalon pontoons, and firearms for every season. Hobby Time is the toy store for the outdoor enthusiast. Located just north of Bolivar off Highway 13. Get into the outdoor game with Hobby Time. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
For all your furniture and bedding needs, visit Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. Come see our great quality mattresses and furniture closeouts. You will not find more bang for your buck on pillow tops, Euro tops, temper-grade foam mattresses, and adjustable bases. Same for sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedroom, and dining room furniture. From budget to luxury, we got it all. Payment programs available, same as cash, no credit needed. Check out our many great reviews on Facebook and Google. We will treat you right and earn your 5-star review. Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. 451 South Springfield Avenue, Bolivar, Missouri.
If you're buying or selling real estate in Southwest Missouri, call Hubbard Realty. We're your local real estate experts with a team of dedicated professionals who will represent you through one of life's biggest challenges, buying or selling a home, land, or investment property. Let our years of experience in up and down markets guide you with data-driven advice and researched guidance. With generational roots in the area, we're here to stay. So work with the realtors you know, like, and trust. The agents at Hubbard Realty. We're your hometown real estate experts.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We're back here, Morgan County. We're at Versailles High School. Bolivar leads Versailles 40-23 here in this presentation of Your Country 99 Sports. I'm Ryan Retone. JT, what do you expect to see here in the second half?
I would assume more of the same. The only thing that Bolivar would need to look out for is fouls. They've been playing pretty aggressive ball. They've ended up in some with some fouls in the second half or in the second quarter there. But pretty commanding lead. They've looked to have a deeper bench than Versailles. Right. So I would assume maybe we'll continue on as we have with Bolivar pushing the pace and trying to muscle around Versailles a little bit.
Yeah, Bolivar, no problems for them in the first quarter. We can go ahead and give you a scoring recap real quick of at least the five that are going to start on the floor. It's 12 points for Colton Ingold, 6 for Brody Ingold, 13 for Gardner Casey, 3 for Matthew, is that Giglio?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then 2 for Canyon Adams. So that's the 5 that'll start the floor for Bolivar, and they also are the leading scorers in this game.
Yeah, and like I said, we've seen some play off the bench for Bolivar, so they've got some other kids that are able to score, come in and take some of that. And almost everybody on the floor for Bolivar has 2 fouls right now. Gardner Casey only has 1, but everybody else with 2.
They've ran almost a 10-man bench tonight, so really, so far, no problems for Bolivar when it comes to tired legs or anything like that. Reminder, Versailles is playing on the second night of a back-to-back. They had a game last night. That pass tipped out of bounds. As it is it Versailles with the first possession? I can't.
Versailles had the ball.
Yeah. Someone in front of us.
Yeah, had the ball, and it was thrown out of bounds, but tipped by Bolivar, so it's going to be returned in bounds by the Versailles Tigers.
This is the third quarter. Again, this broadcast brought to you by Mid-Missouri Bank. Versailles with the basketball. They're going right to left on your audio feed. Ball inside. Shot up from Braden Albrecht, and Versailles starts the scoring here with a 2-point basket.
That's 12 points for Albrecht for Versailles.
Albrecht's been the leading scorer tonight. We kind of expected coming into it that it would be Murdoch, but Albrecht can score the basketball as well. They're both extremely athletic. Bolivar, first possession here for the second half. 3-pointer won't go. Ball tipped around, and it'll go to Versailles. So they got a score, and now a stop here with Tigers.
Bolivar moved the ball around the floor quite a bit there. It did not come up with the basket, though.
Versailles on the other end. Murdoch all the way to the basket. He won a foot race and gets the layup to go.
9 points for Reese Murdoch, the Versailles Tigers.
Again, Murdoch, the leading scorer, the senior leader of this team. They were able to kind of mitigate him in the first half. See what they do in the second half. Bolivar gets a corner 3. It's good. That's Brody Ingold who gets the 3 to go, and he's up to 9 points now tonight.
It looks like Bolivar is really working that inside-out game right now. They're taking the ball into the paint and then shooting it back out and looking for threes. With a lead like this, they might as well.
That's the best three-point shot you're going to get as well, an inside-out 3. It's the easiest one to make. Versailles' other possession now. Albrecht hopping through the lane, kicks out. Murdoch, he gets the answer to go.
Now he's got 12 points for the Versailles Tigers. That'll be a key if the Versailles Tigers are going to cut into this lead. Murdoch's going to have to keep scoring. A turnover. Versailles has stolen the ball. Bolivar steals it back. Now back down with Bolivar.
Bolivar gets it right back. Inside out, they find Ingold. He wants another 3. Bang! It's good.
Ingold with another 3. That takes him up to 12 points.
16-point lead now for Bolivar. So they've rode with the punches that Versailles has thrown here early. Corner 3, not great separation for the Tigers, but they do find Morrison up top. Can't get the 3-point shot to go. Rebound to Bolivar. Bolivar wants to run fast here. They find a 3 all alone. No, excuse me, that's a 2.
He was on the line, yep.
Colton Ingold gets it to go.
Remember when we said I expected more of the same the second half as the first half? This is not what we had in the first half. We're all shooting three-pointers now, moving up and down the floor fast.
Speaking of shooting three-pointers, there's Braden Albrecht, a three-pointer and a timeout for Versailles. So I'll tell you what, 5:27 to go in the third quarter. It's 48-33. Versailles with the lead. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're listening to Bolivar Liberator basketball on Your Country 99 Sports.
When you own a commercial lawn service, you know a thing or two about great cuts. You also know that every dollar counts. And with Gravely's Mow Like a Pro sales event, you can save up to $2,000 and receive special financing on select models of America's most rugged and dependable commercial lawnmowers, including the Big Pro Turn 600. But hurry, the Mow Like a Pro sales event is for a limited time only, and only at Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Don't change your radio frequency. You are not listening to the NBA three-point contest. You're listening to high school basketball. It's Bolivar Liberators Versailles Tigers, 48-33, the Bolivar lead. Wow, JT, what a barrage here.
Complete change from the first half. Everybody shooting threes, going inside out, and shooting those threes.
Yeah, they're going to paint touch here with Bolivar. Inside out, skip pass. They find one more, a 3 for Giglio. And the answer.
That is amazing. And Giglio now with 6 points for Bolivar.
Both coming off the three-pointers, and that's probably a good bet here in the second half. Seen no shortage of those shots. Without hesitation, Murdoch for 3 on the other end. No good. Rebound long and tipped into the backcourt. Goes to Murdoch. Murdoch kicks it off. Albrecht, he'll fire for Trey. No good. Rebound on the inside for Versailles. Third chance won't go. Finally corralled by Bolivar.
Versailles had 3 chances there at the ball and at the basket and didn't make it.
Ooh, nice spin move from Ingold. Now inside, they kick it out to Brody Ingold. Skip pass, he finds Colton. Colton for 3 off the front rim. Second chance by Bolivar. Floater alert is good from Matthew Giglio.
Matthew Giglio now with 8 points for Bolivar.
Starting to heat up here in the second half, as is both offenses.
Tie up of the ball there as Versailles was bringing the ball down the floor.
They get a foul whistle or just a jump ball?
I think they called a foul. Foul is going to go on Versailles.
No, it's going to go on. It'll be going Bolivar.
Oh, okay, on
yeah,
Bolivar.
yeah, and that's Colton Ingold's third foul, so they'll go ahead and give him a rest. I didn't see the sub that checked in for him. I think it was Gardner Casey. No, he's already in the game. Connor Neal. There we go. He just checked into the game. Albrecht's pass almost taken away. He corrals it. They've got numbers of defender on the floor. Albrecht just splits a triple team and gets the layup to go. Nice move there from, excuse me, that was not Albrecht. That was Murdoch.
Murdoch now with 14 points.
Bolivar on the other end. They get a paint touch, almost taken away. Now kick it out to Brody Ingold. Ingold gives it off to Gardner Casey. Now Ingold corner 3 is good. Wow.
Bolivar not afraid to shoot the threes, and they're hitting most of them, and they increase their lead 56-35.
Shooting is going to be a good sign as this Bolivar Liberator team has got a tough schedule coming up. Now a turnover, 3-on-1 fast break, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah.
And a lot of options there. Might have been a little overwhelming, and they'll turn the ball over. Now a few substitutions here. We'll check in Wyatt Campbell along with Lucas Pock for the Bolivar Liberators.
Ben Peck back in for the Versailles Tigers.
Pick up in a full court press. The Liberators will run Joey Bertelli for the Tigers all the way down to pick up the ball and now give it off to Rowan Allen. Allen, crossover move, trying to drive baseline. Shot up over a defender, won't go. Second chance, rebounded by Morrison. Excuse me, not Morrison. That was, Morrison.
Yes, it was Morrison. Yep.
Murdoch now on the left wing. They bring the screen with Morrison. Attack hard off the screen. Murdoch gets to the baseline, kicks it back to Morrison. Morrison playing the high-low game. Off to Allen. Allen on the inside. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound fought for, finally, a foul whistled on Versailles.
I believe that's going to be on Rowan Allen, and that'll be his second, or maybe his first foul. Second. It is his second.
Yeah, second. Every scoreboard's a little different. Sometimes the player will be on the left and the foul will be on the right. Other times it's not. I know I call games at William Woods sometimes, and it's the opposite. And so I get really thrown off trying to figure out which is which. 2:55 to go here in the third quarter, 56-35, a 21-point lead for the Liberators.
I'm going to guess the Bolivar Liberators are looking for a 3.
Probably. That'd be a good guess in this one. They go to poke. High post. Now kick it out. Look at that. A 3. Wyatt Campbell just misses misses long and they go out of bounds. Hey, good guess right there.
And Versailles lets the ball bounce out of bounds, and they'll inbound it under the Bolivar basket.
That was a pretty good bet, and you won that one. 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. A 21-point lead for Bolivar. Reese Murdoch into the front court. Now the leading scorer for Versailles has 14 tonight. Fires it to Peck. Peck working right side. Goes back up top to Morrison. Morrison handoff to Murdoch. Murdoch met with 3 Liberator defenders. They'll whistle a foul and say he was in the act of shooting. Shot no good, but 2 free throws for Murdoch.
And once again, Bolivar has scouted Versailles very well. They know they really need to shut down Murdoch. They've allowed Albrecht to score some, but Murdoch has really been held down, and he's got, 14 points, but still they're holding him and not letting him get anything easy.
Right.
Misses his first free throw.
First free throw, like JT said,
easy
good
for
off
you
the
to
front
say.
rim. Yeah. Bolivar will be back in action on the 17th as they travel to Lebanon. That used to be an Ozark Conference rivalry. No longer in the same conference, but still matching up. Second free throw is good from Murdoch.
Lebanon is playing Camdenton tonight. Our boss, Denny Benny, is down there calling that game.
Should be a pretty good game. Really big rivalry between Lebanon and Camdenton. Shot up, no good, and rebound is going to go to Versailles. Speaking of these 3 teams, they'll all be down. There's a travel whistle. Speaking of Lebanon, Camdenton, and Bolivar, they'll all be down in the blue and gold tournament in Springfield post-Christmas, and they're all actually right there in the same bracket. I believe Lebanon plays Nixa first round, and then Bolivar plays Camdenton first round, and those 2 teams meet up the quarterfinals. So schedule does not get any easier for Bolivar moving forward. But a good showing tonight, and we'll have a foul whistled here. Bolivar was with the basketball, and I think they're going to charge Reese Murdoch with a reach-in foul.
And that will be Murdoch's second foul. 15 points for Murdoch. Leading scorer right now on the floor for Bolivar is number 3 Brody Ingold with 15 points.
3 players on the floor with 15 points, as Braden Albrecht also has 15 for the Tigers. Off a screen, they'll find Brady Ingold, and he hits the 3 on the ground after the fact as well. What an impressive shot there.
That's got him up to 18 points.
Well, now the leading scorer for both teams in this contest. Albrecht into the front court, fires to the corner. Bertelli for 3, no good. Rebound won by Murdoch, shot up, and he's fouled and go to the line for 2.
As soon as they call the foul on, looks like it's probably going to be on Lucas Pock.
I think it's Poke.
Poke, yeah.
Yes, it looks like Pock for sure, but...
And it wasn't. It was on Cade Rainey.
Hey, man, we're in the guessing business here, and we're not very good at it. That's for sure. But if you say that someone's going to shoot a 3, that's a good guess.
Yes, exactly.
First free throw is good for Murdoch. 59-37 the score here. 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Again, we're in Versailles High School. If you're listening to this game and thinking, man, I really wish I could watch it. Well, good news, you can. On MoSportsZone.com, we're streaming live. Second free throw is good. Also streaming live on YouTube.
Substitution in for Bolivar, number 14, Garrett Cook with the ball, bringing it down the floor.
Cade Rainey with it. That ball fired out of bounds and will go to Versailles, so a turnover. Interesting fact about Garrett Cook, I actually made his commitment graphic. And it's terrible. I don't remember where he's going to school. But I remember the Liberators baseball coach reaching out to me over the summer asking to make a graphic, and got that for him. He's going to play baseball somewhere. I just don't remember where.
Where do you play baseball?
I play baseball at William Woods.
Yeah.
He is not going there. I know that. I don't know where he's going, but he's not going there. Baseline drive from Joey Bertelli for Versailles. No good. He's trying to fight for his own rebound. It goes to Schofield. So Tigers another second chance here. 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. All alone under the basket is Albrecht. He's met with defense late, but the layup's good.
Forced his way in there, and he gets his 2 points. He's now got 17, tied for the leading scorer for Versailles.
Lead down under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Bolivar going into the paint, and we'll have a foul whistled here. Neither team in the bonus yet, so they'll reset underneath with 22.6 seconds to play. Dalton, is that Reza or Rasa?
Rasa
checking into the game. First time we've seen him tonight. And Bolivar's going to go ahead, take a timeout, and talk things over here. 22.6 seconds to play here in the third quarter, so might as well just stay here. JT, what do you think this timeout's about?
I don't know. It's kind of been a change. We right off the bat in the second half, we had all those threes, and now it's went right back to the way it was in the first half, where they're working the ball inside more and playing physical. So it's kind of back to what we were good at.
I think that, the three-point shot is great, and a lot of teams are figuring out that 3 points is worth more than 2 points, so they're putting all their time into that. You're seeing that a lot through high school basketball. But it's not always consistent, right? It's not always going to be there at the rate that it's been there tonight. So,
and good for Bolivar when they were shooting the threes and making them, they kept doing it. Then they started missing a few, and they went back to what was working in the first half.
And what I respect, it only took 2 or 3 misses to realize, all right, maybe we should rein it in, get the ball inside. Pass fired off the leg of Murdoch and back out of bounds here. 20.2 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's a 19-point lead for the road team, the Bolivar Liberators. Go into the corner, right back into low post. Garrett Cook. Cook fading away from the basket. Shot no good. The foul whistle, get a hands or palms up expression from Wyatt Espinosa, the head coach of the Versailles Tigers. Not liking that one, but Garrett Cook will go to the line for 2.
One of the bench players coming in off the bench here late in the game for Bolivar.
So I sit here and say I don't know where Garrett Cook is going, which is terrible because his picture's actually in my camera roll, so I could probably go find it. First free throw was missed for Cook. I was going to say I didn't see it. But I could probably just go find it, considering it's in my camera roll somewhere.
Missed the second free throw. Versailles rebounds it. It is Morrison rebounding off to Murdoch.
Missouri Western. There it is right there. So Braden Albrecht with the ball in the front court, now kicks it off. They find Schofield alone in the corner for 3. It's good with 3 seconds to play. And that's the way the third quarter will end. So Versailles trying to knife their way back into this one, but it's the Bolivar Liberators leading 59-43 here at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be back for the final quarter of action. You're listening to Bolivar Liberator Basketball on Your Country 99 Sports.
Welcome to Coral Supply in Bolivar. Coral Supply in Kubota has stepped up to get you the Kubota tractor you need.
Right now, get 0 APR, 0 down for up to 60 months on the L2502 package at Coral Supply in Bolivar, equipped with box blade, bush hog, and 18-foot trailer, now through 12/30/24. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
At Coral Supply in Bolivar, we make it simple to buy a new Kubota tractor.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
And we welcome you back to Versailles High School. 8 more minutes of basketball in this non-conference action. It's the Versailles Tigers trailing by 16 to your Bolivar Liberators. Ryan Retone, JT Geralt with you. JT, what do we see in the final quarter?
I think Bolivar's probably going to get back to what they were doing there at the end of the third quarter. They're going to continue to pressure Versailles, work the ball inside, get some baskets, and just not let Versailles have easy baskets. Bolivar's been in control the entire game. The lead has shrunk a little bit, but I think they'll get back to what was working.
Versailles gonna run more pressure here defensively, still in a zone, but kind of trying to trap and jump in every avenue they get. Bolivar handled it with ease here. Can run some of this clock. Giglio goes high post to Colton Ingold, and Ingold is fouled. Ball underneath. An adjustment for me today because the last 3 games, which were all yesterday for me, had shot clocks in them. The Tipton and Hickman ladies played at the Norm Stewart Classic. They had a shot clock, and then I went and called 2 William Woods games, both with shot clocks. So Bolivar could really hold on the ball as long as they want. That's why you're going to see Versailles try to pressure a little bit more here, down 16. Whoa, lob play here. That was beautiful. It was Colton Ingold firing it to Canyon Adams.
That was a great play, yeah. I think that caught Versailles off guard, too. That's not some kind of play that Bolivar has pushed a lot early in the game.
No, just kind of good chemistry right there, playing like you're playing pickup. A foul whistled here by Matthew Giglio. He doesn't love it. Maybe a little soft reach in there.
That'll be his third.
2 players on the floor for Bolivar with 3 fouls, Colton Ingold and Giglio. Go up top to Morrison off the baseline inbound play. Morrison pivoting around, trying to find something. Jump ball was won by Braden Albrecht, but he's pushed to the ground, and they'll call a foul. That's going to be the 4th on Colton Ingold. No, excuse
Gardner
me.
Casey.
Yeah, we have not called a single foul correctly tonight.
Gardner Casey got beat to the ball by by Albrecht.
Yeah. Murdoch, left wing, spinning, getting all the way to the block, and what a shot there from Reese Murdoch, and now we're going to get a delay of game warning on Murdoch because he shoved the ball into the baseline pad.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it went through the hoop, and you're not supposed to touch it afterwards, but I had played basketball and watched a million basketball games. It's just a natural reaction to tap the ball after you score.
And then sometimes it's not even tapping it away. It's just tapping it.
In fact, he tapped it to the guy that was going to inbound the ball. So they'll have Gardner Casey inbounded. The good thing is the delay of game warning doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Unless you do it again, you might get a technical for it. Versailles picking up in a press. Versailles breaks it by passing around. Gardner Casey front court driving all the way. And I think they're going to say he was fouled in the action.
It looked like he almost lost his footing there for a little bit, fell into the Versailles player, but they're going to call the foul on Versailles.
You'll see that a lot when players are driving. They're the ones out of control, but get a foul call because they trip and fall. And it's kind of the case there. It might have gotten a shove in the back, though. A minute off this clock here in the 4th quarter. Jump ball fought for, and they're going to tag a foul, I think, on the Versailles Tigers here. It was a hustle play. Well, yeah, they're going to go ahead and charge that one to Joey Bertelli for Versailles. It's a little groan out of the crowd.
Why did we know that and nobody else here did?
Why did we know that? I don't know. We probably shouldn't have.
Because there's a lot of Versailles people here probably. And they did not want that call. Yeah.
To be fair, I've heard that you might be the mayor of Versailles.
I am not.
Ball almost stolen there, overplayed. It leads to a 3, and it is good. Brody Ingold has caught fire. He's got 21 points.
He leads all scorers in the game here.
19-point lead. Quiet Jim here in Versailles. They're kind of in awe right now. And now an offensive foul. It's not going to make very many people happy.
No, I think Morrison's going to get called for that foul, and that'll be his 2nd for Versailles.
I think we've picked up a few of those unhappy groans through our microphone. Starting to get a little restless here. 4 fouls for Versailles, just 2 for Bolivar. And we're only a minute 30 in, so Bolivar shooting the rest of the way in this game. It's Bolivar with the basketball. Ingold gives it off to Colton Ingold. Now back up top to Brody. They fire into the paint. Canyon Adams, spin move won't go. Second chance. Can't get it either. Rebound to Versailles. It's Albrecht. He's working on a full court pressure. Hand off to Murdoch. Those have been the 2 main scorers for Versailles tonight. Murdoch gives it off now. 3-pointer from Raza. It's good. Fresh off the bench, Dalton Raza gets a bucket.
See how Bolivar answers that with a full court pass.
Full court pass, now shovel inside. That was beautiful offense. Can't get the shot to go. Offensive rebound. Old school fadeaway, no good. Rebound off of Versailles and goes back to the Liberators.
All right, there were 2 Versailles players fighting for the ball there.
Yeah, it looks like they were kind of the same team and didn't realize it right there.
Taking a while to get this inbound play set up for Bolivar.
The trigger man is Brody Ingold. He leads all scorers with 21 points tonight. He'll give it to Colton Ingold for 3. Almost climbed the iron. They'll actually say it hit something above the basket.
I think it hit the top of the backboard and then came back down, so that's out of bounds and goes back to Versailles.
Top of the backboard is out of bounds, and Coach Espinoza he's trying to figure something out. It was like something administratively. He's had administrators over here he's talking to, now talking to official. Baseline pass, and a shot is good from TJ Schofield. Versailles is kind of coming back into this one.
Yeah, they've worked their way back into it. And I'm not sure that it's just Bolivar has this lead and maybe they've fallen out of their offense, but not now.
Corner 3 is good. It's Matthew Giglio. He's hit 3 threes tonight, now up over 11 points. Now a steal here. It's Matthew Giglio. Layup is good. He was all alone there. Coach Espinoza wants a timeout, and we'll take the break with him. 69-50. Bolivar leads 4:57 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Your Country 99 Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person, located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
You know, JT, they say secrets don't make friends. They're having conversations on the court and rudely not including us in them. We don't know what's going on here at Bolivar.
During the timeout, we had the Versailles high school principal and the athletic director and 2 of the referees at the scorers table talking and pointing. We don't know what was going on. Then we did see, we're right behind the Versailles bench. We could hear Coach Espinosa just say, keep playing and chipping away at it. You don't know what's going to happen.
We kind of got a live listen in on that huddle just because it's kind of grown quiet in this gym sometimes. That's a 19-point lead. Reese Murdoch, he's working on the defense, fires to Albrecht. Good closeout from the Liberators. No shot, gets up. Now gives it off to Raza. He drives baseline. He met with defense. A near steal, but instead a foul is whistled.
Yeah, there was, looked like a Connor Neal went in for the steal and was able to get the ball away from Versailles.
Yeah, and head coach Robbie, I think that's Howe, was asking for a travel, didn't get one.
They call it on Connor Neal, his first foul. Morrison with the ball for the Tigers.
Trying to go inside to Albrecht. Somehow it gets to him. Shot's no good, though. Bolivar wants to run. Long pass up ahead. I don't know how that was corralled by Ingold. It was. Colton Ingold gets the layup to go.
Yeah, Versailles was trying to break that up, but they weren't able to get it, and Ingold drops it in.
Colton Ingold, 16 points out of the sophomore tonight. Raza trying to drive baseline. They bring a double team. And, yeah, you're going to get called for a reach-in 9 times out of 10 on that one.
So Matthew Gigolo with the foul, and I believe that'll be his 4th.
Apologize if you're watching the stream and the camera keeps going out. I don't always see it, so if I didn't get to it right away, sorry.
We did a quick setup, and we had a lot of extra equipment, and so it just kind of is what it is tonight.
Equipment that we weren't, you never know if it works or not. 3-pointer on the way, no good, and out of bounds. Never know if it works or not when you don't need to use it. Usually during the season, we're using 2 setups from our station, so be Bolivar basketball here.
71-50, and 4 minutes to go in the game.
Nice scoring display thus far for the Bolivar Liberators here. 71 points is no joke in a high school basketball game. They go into the front court. Colton Ingold driving baseline, and you know what? They're going to go ahead and I think say that was a foul.
Yeah, there were 2 Versailles Tigers that collapsed on him, had a hold of him, and they're going to call the foul on one of those Versailles Tigers.
I wasn't sure if, good job not guessing, because we would have gotten it wrong. I wasn't sure if they were going to call a jump ball there. It looks like there was a chance that they would, but nonetheless, Colton Ingold will go to the line to improve on his fantastic night so far. Good on the first free throw.
Now he's got 17 points in the game.
That is great for a sophomore, and Bolivar obviously trying to build something special.
Lots of smiles on the Bolivar team as they're taking advantage of these free throws.
Second free throw, no good. So 1 for 2 at the line goes Colton Ingold. He's got 17 points now tonight. It's been the Ingold show. 38 combined points from the 2. Shot on the inside, no good, but a foul whistled. There have been no shortage of whistles and free throws tonight.
No, Bolivar has played very aggressive defense. They're not giving Versailles any free spaces and any space to go, and that's the 4th foul on Wyatt Campbell now.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, you hear us talking about how many fouls there are. They've been warranted. They've needed to probably call that many fouls. As both teams playing, physical defense in a high-paced game. First free throw is good from Murdoch. He's up to 18 points now tonight.
And it's obvious Bolivar has a deeper bench, and their defense and the fouls have been worth it because they have kept Versailles out of their offense. They have kept Versailles from getting any easy baskets.
Second free throw, short off the front rim. Wonder about Albrecht's legs. He played nearly the whole game last night and now playing most of this one. Versailles picks up in a press and a foul.
I believe that is going to be on Albrecht. You were talking about him, and I think he reached in and got the foul.
And, I mean, Bolivar's shooting the rest of the way in this one, so we'll see. Who is that?
Cade Rainey?
Yeah, Cade Rainey is going to go to the line. He'll get to shoot 2. No points for him yet tonight. So a chance to get on the board here in what looks like it's going to be a pretty dominating and convincing win for the Liberators. First free throw's good.
They had a big win in the JV game. It was in continuous clock for the entire fourth period. Bolivar won that game over Versailles as well.
This is a good stretch here for Bolivar to kind of get things going right. They opened up at the Willard Basketball Classic earlier this season. Second free throw is good. Took 2 losses to Glendale and Belton, 2 good basketball teams. Ended up taking 7th or 5th place in that one with a win over Mansfield and got right back on track with Fair Grove. So this win tonight would put them in a win streak of 3. And then they get to play Bolivar Lebanon before Christmas break. Murdoch on the other end. Cross-court pass, Braden Albrecht for 3 off the back iron. Rebound to Bolivar. The Liberators with a 23-point lead here. Versailles trapping in the backcourt. Need to get across half court, and they do. Shot is up and good. I think that was a layup from Lucas Polk.
It was. He went right into the basket, was able to get the score.
Versailles has the ball in the backcourt, now gets into the front court, going all the way to the basket, coast to coast. And, when all else fails, call a foul. That's what we get right there. It'll be Rowan Allen going to the free throw line.
Allen was
not to shoot 2.
Allen was making his way to the basket. He was not in a good shape, and so he got bailed out by that foul by Bolivar.
He was kind of tripping and falling all over the court. But like we were saying, as Allen goes to the free throw line, Bolivar plays at Lebanon, 12-17. On the 20th, we'll get Aurora at home, and then the Blue and Gold tournament. Blue and Gold obviously going to be challenging. I think last year Bolivar, don't want to speak out here real quick.
Allen missed his first free throw. He's going for the second here.
Yeah, last year Bolivar actually won 3 games in the Blue and Gold. So if you do that again, you're setting a good record at the end of Christmas going into the next year.
Allen missed the second free throw.
On the other end, Poke with it, goes up top to Connor Neal. Neal cross-court pass to Cook. Cook back up top to Neal, trying to get it into the paint. And I think that'll be a foul whistled.
On Versailles, I think it's on TJ Schofield, which would just be his second.
So Wyatt Campbell going to go to the line for 2. That's both teams in the bonus in this one for the final 2:30, the fourth quarter.
Campbell with 4, no points yet.
Campbell went to the free throw line earlier, was 0 for 2, but writes it right there as he gets one to go. 77-51 the lead, 2:30 to go here at Versailles High School. Bolivar's going to run away with this one.
Yeah, just determining the final score here to see how. Oh, Versailles sent a player off into the corner, TJ Schofield, but Versailles wasn't able to capitalize it. They snuck him into the corner.
Layup up and good. That's a tough finish for Rowan Allen. And Coach Espinosa and the Tigers going to go ahead and call a timeout here with 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter. 78-53, full timeout. We'll take our final break before this one ends. You're listening to Your Country at 99 Sports.
Midmo Bank loves Ozark families. You see it when you walk into any of their 13 Southwest Missouri locations. I mean, have you seen their community-focused Facebook pages? With unique products like their Treehouse Club savings accounts for kids or the parent-approved debit card checking accounts for preteens, Mid-Missouri Bank provides real-life financial literacy opportunities to the young people in your life. Stop in today and see how Midmo can help. Or open an account online in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank, member FDIC.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic, they're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups To pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Bolivar basketball out of a Versailles timeout. It's 78-53 here. We're live at the Versailles Tigers High School gym, and a turnover. So we were kind of wondering, Coach Espinoza takes a timeout, wondering why. Well, that's why he forced a turnover there.
And we were here in the Versailles gym, and I being a Versailles alumni, this is the Leroy J. Vbrock Gymnasium.
I didn't know what it was.
He was my driver's ed teacher.
Really?
And longtime clock operator for games. And so,
okay, I didn't know that this gym had a name, to be honest with you. Is it anywhere in the gym? Does it say that?
It's on a plaque
on the
outside.
Way. No good. And we'll have a foul here on Bolivar. It's going to send Versailles to the free throw line. So it's on a plaque outside of the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there with 3 All-Americans, Bill Laurie, Barry Laurie, and Bud Heineman.
I, for some reason, know all of those names, and I don't know why.
Barry Laurie had a son, Spencer Laurie, that was at Missouri State and down at the Spencer, and I think another son that played, Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Bill Laurie.
First free throw is good from Rowan Allen.
Bill Laurie, a part of the Walmart family.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Owner of the Denver Nuggets and all those teams.
So the KS95 broadcast got popcorn. We did not, but it's okay. 78-55 the score. Second free throw is good as well. Versailles still picked up in a full court press. They got Garrett Cook all alone. Found him, and the layup's good. Some celebration on the Bolivar bench.
They're enjoying this win.
No doubt. What's not to enjoy? 80 points. Fast break now. Albrecht kicks off to his counterpart, but he's rejected. Big time block there.
Murdoch blocked by Wyatt Campbell.
Minute 46 to play here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Pass tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with Bolivar. Again, we're just kind of deciding the final score in this one as Bolivar, ignore the scoreboard on the broadcast, leads 80-55.
Bolivar will inbound the ball. Wyatt Campbell.
That's taken away. Versailles regains control, and now a foul is whistled.
Foul is called on Wyatt Campbell. That'll be his 5th.
So Campbell's going to have to check out here.
Get our first look at Andrew Tennyson for Bolivar as he comes into the game.
So me and Colton used to do this thing where we would rate popcorn at every venue we went.
Yeah.
Granted, this popcorn's probably been sitting out for a while, and it's probably
it's
cold,
late in the night.
They're
emptying the popcorn machine.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would not give Versailles a high rating. I would love to come back and try it again, though, if anyone from Versailles is listening, but I would not give it a very high rating right now. Who is that? We got the free throw line. Rowan Allen.
Yes.
Allen, his second trip on consecutive possessions to the free throw line, and he's good on his 3rd straight.
He's got 8 points for Versailles coming in off the bench tonight.
Nice little showing. And this is a Versailles team that has kind of been reeling to find scoring outside of Murdoch and Albrecht. Second free throw, no good. Bolivar running in transition. Garrett Cook, beautiful move. Count the basket. Garrett Cook with the Euro step. That'll fire up a bench.
Garrett Cook off the bench here, getting a couple of points for Bolivar, and gets to go to the free throw line.
That was a pretty little move there. 82-56, the lead. This would match the season high for Bolivar as they scored 83 points in their win against Mansfield, and they do so again. 83-56, the score. Bolivar on front. It's Braden Albrecht into the front court. Shot no good. Rebound 4-1 by Morrison. Morrison goes up, and JT, I've got something crazy to tell you. We're going to the free throw line again. This time Morrison to the line.
That foul was called on Garrett Cook. That is his 1st foul. Morrison shoots the free throw. He makes the first.
Trying right now to... So the last time that Bolivar scored 84 points or more in a basketball game was all the way back in 2022. It was December 30th against Central, so it's been a while for them. Definitely one of their higher output scorings. It's 83-58, the lead for Bolivar. We have a foul. Emphatically called.
Thanks to our research department for coming up with that. So.
Our research department was Colton next to me trying to mess with my phone.
I know.
Scrolling through.
He is no help.
Yeah, well, I was basically getting defended.
Yeah.
I'm shocked the officials didn't call a foul up here. If they would have saw it, they might have.
We got Wyatt Bliss in now for Bolivar, and he's at the free throw line.
Bliss gets the first free throw to go. 6'2" sophomore. Second free throw for Bliss. Actually, we're going to see some substitutions first and see who checked out.
Morrison checked out for Versailles. Rowan Allen is back in. Bliss hits the second.
Second free throw makes it 85-58 now. Minute 10 to go in the fourth quarter. Liberators going to win this one. Shot inside is good for Braden Albrecht. He's now at 20 points tonight.
He's been a little slower here in the second half. They shut him down in the first half. Bolivar really worked on Murdoch, and then they realized they had to get on Albrecht too, and they shut him down.
Yeah. Had they not, switched focus to Albrecht and able to kind of guard both of them simultaneously, he could have stayed in this game. Versailles had runs. However, Bolivar was just too much tonight. You got to tip your cap.
Yeah, definitely good defense by Bolivar. That turned into good offense.
Corner three, no good. Yeah, anytime you play good defense and can lead turnovers into buckets, you're going to have a good recipe for success. They've been in a zone most of the night, still in a zone here. Versailles is just trying to find a shot. Kick out three-pointer, that's good. That's Rowan Allen. And he's now into double digits.
Allen with 11 points for the Tigers. Here comes Bolivar with the ball.
25 seconds, a triple team, and a foul is whistled. I didn't know if we'd see Bolivar shoot the basketball again. But we will at the free throw line.
I believe we call that foul on Jacob Vansel for the Tigers just into the game.
So we'll see Cade Rainey go to the line to shoot two. He has 2 points tonight to go along with 2 fouls. Free throw's good. 86-63, your score. Again, we're just kind of deciding the final score. We have been for the last 3 minutes of game time, but it's been about 15 minutes of real time. Second free throw, good as well. So 87-63, the score here. That was an odd play, but they do get down the basketball to Jacob Vansel. Vansel working with 15 to go, kicks it off to Schofield. Now up top, Allen. 10 to play here, Allen. Tigers might be content just letting the clock run out here. Schofield has it, fires over Allen. He'll take the final shot of the night. And why not? It's good. Nonetheless, as we said, just figuring out the final score, it's your Bolivar Liberators. They take an 87-66 win. We'll take a break. Be back to wrap this one up. You're listening to Your Country 99 Sports.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service, so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Back at Versailles High School, where it was the Liberators coming out on top, 87-66, your final score. Ryan Retone, JT Gert with you. Wrapping up this one, it was the Mid-Missouri Bank broadcast, along with the Warwick Electric halftime show earlier. Didn't really give them enough love. So, JT, what were your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think Bolivar came out with a game plan. They stuck to it. They pressured Versailles. Were in their face. They knew from the start that Reese Murdoch was going to be the lead scorer. They shut him down. Then they were able to make that transition to shut down Albrecht as well in the second half. When they came into the second half, they shot a few threes, which pulled Versailles out of their defense a little bit, and then they went back to working inside again. And
the story tonight was the Ingolds, right? Colton Ingold and Brody Ingold. Big night. I think they combined for 40 points almost. I'm not quite sure on that number, but killed it. You can't discount what they did tonight, but also, like you said, 66 points is not indicative of the defense that Bolivar played tonight. I think they played a very strong defensive game.
I think so, yeah. And there were several fouls, but like we talked about, the fouls ended up leading to their offense and shutting down Versailles. And I think they had a game plan. It seemed like they had a game plan from the start, and they were able to follow that through and turned it into a big win tonight, 87-66.
Yeah, and anytime you put up 87 points, you're not going to be mad about that effort. Coach Wyatt Espinoza of the Versailles Tigers actually up here. We didn't get to talk to Coach Howe tonight, probably because he doesn't know who we are.
Right.
That would probably be why, right? But Coach Espinoza up here saying, we haven't seen Bolivar shoot like that on any of the games on film. And just looking through here, the 87-point mark, I'm all the way back to at least 2018, 2019, and you can't find a game where Bolivar has scored this many points. So, a nice offensive showing for them and a big-time win. Bolivar now 3-2 on the season, and they're back in action. When did we say 12-17? So that's Tuesday. They travel to Lebanon. I'm sure that game will be on YourCountry 99 Sports. Can't promise you that, but I would assume so. JT, final thoughts.
Well, I just think, Bolivar, Versailles is a little bit smaller classification of school.
Right.
They're a young team. Bolivar took advantage of that, were able to get the lead, and they really never looked back. Versailles chipped away a little bit at it in the second half, but never really got within striking distance.
No, I think if you're a Bolivar fan listening at home, probably thinking, hey, this is what we should do. And you were right. This is what you should do against the smaller team. But last year, that was not the case, right? 8-21 record. So coming out here taking care of business, signs of good things to come. Words have been really, really hard tonight. But yeah, I think that's it. It's been a good time here tonight in Bolivar. So it was 87-66. Bolivar wins over Versailles. Big thank you to Vincent back at the studio, making sure we get everything ready. I know we joined late. He was great tonight. He's JT, I'm Ryan, and you've been listening to another presentation of YourCountry 99 Sports. Good night.
This Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Butler Funeral Home, celebrating life for your family. Butler Funeral Home. Midmo Bank, a better way to bank. Midmo Bank. Precision Small Engine, Bolivar's go-to small engine shop. Precision Small Engine. Oakstar Bank. Come see the difference a hometown bank can make. Bill Grant Ford. It's better in Bolivar. Bill Grant Ford. Hobby Time Motorsports. Come see what you've been missing. Firearms, fishing, ATVs, UTVs, motorcycles, and all things outdoors. Hobby Time Motorsports. Animal Care Clinic. Caring for your pets like their family. Animal Care Clinic. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Southwest